Hi everyone, how are you? I hope everyone's doing great out there. I am doing the sign of Leo tonight. I so wanted to do Leo season because I missed it and I have not read in so long. So I so wanted to wish you all happiness, peace, love. I hope you had a great birthday month. I have not read. My life has been turned upside down this summer. So I had no intention of not reading because I so enjoy it. And truly, life just got in the way. So I hope to read for you all again. I hope things calm down. I definitely wanted to help the people out there that are suffering, are in heartbreak, that are on a soulmate path, twin flame, and the person abruptly leaves your life in some way. These are all about different perspectives, different ways of looking at the situation, because there's so much deception, there's so much dishonesty out there, and there's such a path of healing. And that's pretty much, sadly, what a lot of people are going through. Cycles of healing. The energies are really, really heavy right now for everyone. Everyone's kind of going through something on their path. Everyone's needing to change in different ways. I'm just getting an overall strong message. You know, there can be something very much learned on this path. I keep on getting for you, for your sign this month, is kind of just, you have no choice but to fight for you. It's about you, really, is what I'm getting overall. It's about you. And usually that's what the paths are. They are about you. You have no choice but to choose you. And you can fight it. And the person can come back and they can turn your life upside down again. But there's something to be learned here, because there's something that, as I was saying in the past reading, I think everyone that is going through something right now, and whatever weighs you down the deepest, the heaviest, is your absolute strength. Whatever you feel you can't do, whatever's burdening you, that's where your power is. And that's what you're learning. And it will keep showing you over and over and over again until you get it. So really look at that. It is Virgo season. It's all about self analyzing. How many times do you want to analyze yourself? How many times do you want to heal? I don't know any generation or any time that has healed and healed and healed, and you think you healed and everything gets turned upside down again. So really look at these paths for you. You may want to write down on a piece of paper, what is love to you? What is self-love to you? These are questions that you truly need to ask yourself on these paths, because you are putting yourself in circles sometimes trying to find the answers to this person when it needs to be asked within you. What is love to you? What is the path to you? What is it that you want to leave in this world as a mark? And I'm not talking about anything material or anything that you need to express on, say, social media, those types of people, you know. I mean in the way of, how did you handle problems in your life? How did you go through the ups and downs? Write them down, because they're so important to your path, because it shows if you write them down or you leave them behind in some way or you share them. Those can be such big things for generations to come. These little things that can help people to navigate in ways can be so very enlightening. I know this may sound strange, and I don't even know what I'm saying or trying to convey, but your mark on this world is strong. Every single one of you. And you really have to look at, what is it that you want to leave behind on here on this earth, because it's important. It's part of your path. It's part of your soul. and you may have learned it through this process. So get creative, do what you need to do. It is about earth energy also. So as illogical as these connections are, as much as you cannot get the answers by circling and circling, it's like come back down to earth, come back down to present, come back down to logical, because that's where you need to be. You know, that's where there's calm. So if that made sense to anyone, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm rambling. I have not read in so long, so I get a million messages, because when it's time to read, it's like it's overwhelmed. It's like I don't know what's my energy, and someone else is like, wait a minute, that's not mine. Okay, I'm gonna read these and hopefully bring somebody something out there that can help them on this path through their suffering, through their pain, how you can navigate or find some peace of mind, clarity. So let's see why this person has left your life. Let's see whose energies I'm picking up on tonight. Yeah, leave your mark. It doesn't have to be in a loud way. It could be in the smallest dent, but it makes a big, big impact. Self-love. How did you choose self-love? How did you choose to tackle problems in life? How did you not let someone bring you down to nothing? How did you pick yourself back up again? Because a lot of these have deception in them. And some people do have to face the fact that those deceptive energies are just that, deception. They're not for you. They were never intended for you, because you cannot comprehend somebody else that is deceptive. You don't have the same thoughts and feelings. You may feel that you do. They cannot feel in the same way. Okay, let me just get to the reading. Okay, why this person leave your life? Who am I picking up on? Leo. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. This path is about you. Focus on you as much as you can. Stay out of those energies of the other person, especially if they're causing you suffering and pain. King of Cups. So that's a tough one, Leo, because you have someone that surrounds you that, no matter what I said in the beginning, what I'm picking up on, you know, we have to have an open mind on these paths. There is someone that has a lot of love for you. There is someone here that has a lot of compassion, and it's like they're loyal to you even though they have left your life. So this is not going to be for everyone. Do not put yourself there if you know you're in something that's completely toxic. So let's see what this person is about, because somebody can have that energy in so many different ways. So I want to see, okay. However, this person may not believe in soulmates, twin flames. Something has scared this person. Because of who they are. They are set in one direction. They are set in one mindset. Three of Cups. But this person has love for you. So that's tough, because if someone has love for you, I'm trying to understand with the Two of Cups here, why they can't be with you. I feel like there's this block. Maybe they don't believe in the same beliefs you are. You may have mentioned the soulmate twin flame connection and they go. I feel like with the Three of Cups here, this person was having a beautiful connection with you. Something has very much scared them away in the way that they needed to protect and stand their ground. Judgment. Yeah, I feel like this person, you've made a big impact here. There's this feeling of strong love, but I can't be with this person. at this time, it's like, I feel like everything was going so well. Beautiful energies. Like, wow, I met someone that I only dreamed of. And then it's like they are completely scared away. Very much stubborn, change completely. Because they have to change. They have to grow. They have to open their mind to align with you on this path. So Judgment in the Hermit here. This person can definitely be being awakened because they're so fearful of the spiritual path or don't believe, or and they may be in a lot of pain here. So something I feel like they're being called out on, something they learned through your communication that I feel like they're going to learn is correct here, what you have told them, something that has triggered them completely here. Something that they have definitely acted very much pulled back on, closed off, but it's actually going to bring them abundance on their path later on that they may not be able to see right now. Queen of Swords. But I feel like you were strong, you were courageous, you were willing to speak. Maybe you told this person something, maybe you were firm in something and they didn't like that. You know, the love, your compassion, the way you loved. It's like they so appreciate that. They so love this. They wanted to build anew. But something has like crumbled here. But this person again still has love. Like they still think about coming back in. And I don't want to give anyone false hope here. So please, please be careful with any reading you watch. Because they are generals. It's like if this person is causing you suffering, if you're up at night, you know, if I feel like that can be extremely conflicting because you're going, even if this person has these energies for you and they think about it, you know, coming back in, it's difficult because I feel like you have to navigate your way out of this on your own before anything appears of goodness in your life, as into happiness, freedom, because there is red flags here. There is that misalignment. There is that conflict. There is that triggering. And it causes that person to detach. And if that continued and they didn't heal that and they didn't understand you and align with you in that way, they would continuously keep doing that to you. And it's not something that would hold you back. It would force you to change and put you through that suffering. It's like that's why they're separated, because you have to bring balance. You have to be as firm with yourself or whatever you had been strong about in this connection. It's like you have to do that for yourself. Yeah. So your path may be, of course, being in this place, on this path alone, you know, trying your best, trying to find your way, your guidance, and it is all you. Because until this person would align with you in the right way, and not run away from problems, issues, conflicts, it would keep you on two separate pages. It would continuously have this person triggered and detached. So that can cause you the suffering and pain of what you believe may be your infinite love. Ace of Wands. Be so careful, especially if there's third parties, or if you know, you think this person comes into your life and you're going to live like this happy ever after fairy tale. These come in as such lessons. They bring a lot of grief. They put you through a lot of healing and loss, but you're going to find your strength. And I still get what this person feels this love strongly, this you stand out. You have this, I feel like you're going to awaken this person if they're not already on a spiritual path because of their fear, because of their hurt and pain. They're going to find out what you were going through is exactly what they're going to go through. Not exactly, because I think you have two different paths. The Emperor. Yeah, because this person has to take leadership and take action. It's like when something is brought to you in a good way, and it's your path, it's like this person has to learn how to not run away from something so quickly. They can't detach. They can't, or it won't work. It's like it would just be a vicious cycle. So that's why this path is yours to take, and it may take baby steps. It may take time, but it's not a love right now that could come in and bring you what you desire. And that's the most important part here, to look at what is love to you. Ten of Pentacles, yes, a family, peace, love, happiness. But this person truly has to change. And again, I am getting strongly, this person can definitely be waiting on this, and because of their self-sabotage, because of them not stepping up, taking charge, changing. So they, as always, in a lot of these connections, people hold on to their past. You know, there's a lot of deception on these. They may have been in something very deceptive in the past. It keeps a lot of unknowns, but it does awaken people to change. Because this person could have been living life in a very different way. You have impacted them in a way, I keep on getting, as a love that stands out. And you may feel that, you may know that, but there's still that deception here. There's still something that keeps this very much distant, you know, because this person is stuck. They're awakening. I think there's so many people, if they have not awakened, there's so many people that will awaken. Now, if there is abuse or narcissistic connections, I so don't believe in any of that. I hope that you would choose in your highest good and heal in the very best way. I try to put that in the description box. Nobody deserves that. If that has come in for you, I hope that you find your strength. I hope that you find your self-love and self-respect, because your true love will be you always, and any love that comes will be that extra bonus. So be careful. Be careful of who you allow into your life. Be careful of who you align with. Be careful of so many different things. You have to be really wise on this path so that you don't get into obsessions or involved with things that are not in your highest good, and you know they're not, but you want them to be, type of energy. They need to be released. They need to be healed until that person can step up in a new way. But it's not something you can ever wait on. You have to navigate you and your values, your standards, what you accept, what you allow, because that's what's going to keep coming in. This person needs to be in an independent energy, stepping up in good ways before they're ever for you. And you can't force somebody. You can't change somebody. You can't convince someone. They have to do it. And that's why you can't wait on it. You only can do for you. Because guess what? You will align with whatever it is. Even if you don't want love, something else will step up into your life that will be aligned with your soul path, what you need to do on these paths. So make your mark in this world, because that's the most important here, in the sense of what can you do to help others. On a spiritual path, it's never, ever material, ego, deception, dishonesty, karma, wishing bad on others. There's so many steps, there's so many cycles. Please be careful on what you choose for yourself, because it will keep showing up until you understand the lesson. Let me get a quick guidance card, because there's so many energies here and they can be very confusing because it's a period of seclusion and insights. And honestly, I don't know about you, but there is a lot of seclusion. There's a lot of time of thinking, and it does. It honestly gets so monotonous. It's like over and over and over again. But you will get to a place where you have healed so much, you will not need to heal any longer. So stand up for you and fight for you. So let me read 30. I hope this made sense to someone out there. Sometimes I truly do not know what I'm reading when there's so many energies, and of course I haven't read in a little while. But yeah, these paths aren't fairy tales. If you're trying to force it to be, it's going to show you so many different ways it's not. If you're trying to force this to be something you want it to be when you know it's not, look at those truly for what they truly are. Okay, so take a break. Yes, get grounded. It's earth energy. It does take time. You have to stay as present as possible. Retreat in order to conduct a careful examination of this relationship. Emotions differ between the extreme need for the closeness and sex, contrasted by a wish for self-restraint. After a period in which the relations were tangled and stuck, you may have had to stop everything, and you need to get away for a while for some personal reflection. It is required to get a perspective of the starting point, and that's why it's so important to write it down, because it can be very illogical. And recall what made you fall for the person. Before this simple and pure relations got entangled with all the marginal details. Such abstinence is necessary. That's why you are separated. Because only they can give you insight about what happened and find a way to correct it and to improve it. You have to do that on your own. You have to find ways, because that will bring you out of suffering when you do it on your own. Examine the overall truth about the nature of this relationship and do it calmly, logically, if possible, alone. Each one of you has to think about it, and after a cooling off period of the toxic residue, the start of a great change will arrive. Sometimes it may happen that you decide not to speak again or get back together, and do not fear that. Please, if that's what you fear, you know that that's what you are being. A lesson will be on your path. After a long period of isolation, you may go your separate ways. There is a chance that you may have the fear of being left alone. Again, that can be a lesson on your path, but I want you to understand whatever your fears are your strengths, is what you are going to learn. So if you fear them, it's almost like that's where your power is. That's what you will learn on these paths. Do not be afraid to be alone during these assessment periods. Move the minute things in the relationship away from the center and examine the overall essence. You should be flexible with your social surroundings and especially with yourself. Be gentle. It is recommended to find a wise and mature consultant to help you see things in a new light. Sometimes speaking to someone you trust can totally open up so many doors and so many different perspectives to your path that, it's difficult for anyone on these paths, but there's so many different avenues. But overall, the answer is always choosing yourself, always choosing in your highest good. You can never go wrong. But it's so important that people don't suffer on these paths any longer, because life is hard enough. No one should bring you down to that level. And if they have, know that you can rise back up again and you can be stronger than ever, because you'll know that nobody's going to take you down to that point, So no many times you have to heal. Know that it's taking you somewhere on your path that you're meant to be. And life is going to give you something, I want to say, that's better than you ever dreamed. So many people look at fulfillment as something huge and big, and you have to know divine timing and all of that is peace. It's happiness. It's you. It's love. It's not anything grand or big. It's not like you're going to win the lottery. Yes, people do. I mean, you know what I mean. It's going to be peaceful, loving, kind. That's fulfillment. It's not being angry. It's not being fearful. It's being strong. It's taking leadership. It's standing up for yourself. And that's what a lot of people learn in these paths. People want to avoid it. People want to place the blame on other people. And yes, there is a lot of times where the blame, you will go through that cycle. But understand at the end of this, you will be so strong. Believe in you. Have faith on these paths. They're going to bring you somewhere. You are on this path for a purpose, no matter how long it takes you. Focus on you in the very best way and know to mark your place in this world, because you're so important and so necessary. You're needed in this world, this scary, sad world that we're living in right now, that can be beautiful, with so many of us putting our time and effort into something that can help others. I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching. Hope you understood. I'm not for everyone. Take care, everyone.